today I did promise you that I will upload somewhat of a part 1 video, or part 1 walkthrough video, whatever. So, before I do that, I do want to show you that I did complete most of the stories, though. So, like, as you can see, the only ones that I haven't really completed is Leon's second one just yet, nor the hard mode of it yet. So, but I did complete Claire's second scenario on standard, and I haven't really gotten to the hard difficulty yet. So before I continue, or before I basically continue, I do want to say that I did unlock everything. I did unlock every not every weapon, but every infinite weapon that you can get in the game, along with the infinite minigun, the rocket launcher, the samurai edge original model, and etc. So, and the infinite knife. So before I continue, I do want to, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off a new game, and I do want to apologize though, because that would be my PS4 fan. So anyway, let's just get started with Leon's. Standard says health automatically. Let's just stick with assist. So yeah. For any of you guys that I won't be skipping way too many cutscenes, but I will kind of skip this one because I've seen this one so many times. So I'm just gonna get to this part. After that, I won't skip any more cutscenes. This will only be, like I said, this video will only be like 60 minutes max, though, or this live stream, or however long it will take me just to get to like the outside portion, because I'm not doing like a full on walkthrough. This is only going to be kind of a partial walkthrough. So if you see me like kind of skipping some scenes, I do apologize, because like I said, it's not like a full walkthrough, so skipping through scenes.
Stop moving. Officer, you need help? Stay back, sir. I got this. Hey! Wait Freeze! I'll shoot!
So yeah, let's just get out here.
What the? You bastard.
so. Thanks.
You can thank me later, when we're safe.
Holy shit.
I think for now I think I'm gonna end the video to the point where I need to go to like the clock towers.
Hold on.
At least for this live stream. Like I said, this live stream isn't gonna be like a full walkthrough. It's mostly gonna like kind of showcase on
What the hell is going on?
I don't know.
like different weapons, and let's get this. Alright.
Attention all citizens. Due to the citywide...
This is out of control.
Yeah, when I first played this game, I was a little bit nostalgic though
It's everybody.
from the original, but considering that I remember what to do from the original, mostly to do with like the enemies,
There it
because
is.
each
Station.
because the difference between this one and the original, there's quite a few differences though, but the story is basically the same. Like the lore and the story is basically the same, exactly the same. Just with the only difference is that the cutscenes might be a little bit different, or that some of the cutscenes might be a little bit shorter than the other. And spoiler alert for those, and just a little bit of a spoiler alert though. What I mean is that in the,
Hello?
how should I say?
Is anybody
For example,
here?
I know that in the original, Leon, or I think it's either Leon or Claire, if I remember. I think it's mostly Leon though. That when Leon first encounters, or I think first or second encountered like William Birkin in the original, that's when William Birkin like kind of mutates into his second form as soon or see his second mutation taking place up against Leon though. So but that's the only part that I do remember about that scenario. And then in the remake though, that Leon don't really see like William Birkin turn into his second form, but Claire does. So that's the only difference. So right now I only need these two weapons, mostly. For anyone that might be asking me why I need a rocket launcher, it's like I said, it's mostly for Mr. X and for like if I'm like kind of surrounded by zombies, if I need to go to a certain area. Because don't get me wrong, having an infinite pistol is a good thing, but it doesn't do well against a horde of zombies though. So let's get this open. This live stream I was planning on doing.
Jesus. Open up! Hurry! Open up! Open this goddamn door! I'll get you out!
I do want to say that if you guys are like kind of, how should I say, skirmish of blood and gore, then I wouldn't really suggest you watching this live stream. Because even though I'm skipping a few cutscenes, I am not I'm not skipping every cutscene, though that might be, well, that might find interesting to me. I should do like a, there was a video that I watched earlier where there was like some guy that added like music, like a certain, one of the Deadpool musics from the very first Deadpool movie. And then he adds it to where every single time in the video Mr. X shows up. Well, I'm gonna have to link it to like the, dang it. I'm gonna have to like kind of link it in the description setting. It's really funny.
Jesus! They're everywhere!
Yeah.
Come on.
As you can see, the rocket launcher you don't really need to reload at all. Not like the, and it doesn't take time to fire like the minigun does. So,
You're safe. For now.
Thanks.
Marvin Brown.
Leon Kennedy. There was another off strike. I couldn't.
Someone was asking me, or the last Resident Evil 2 video that I uploaded, like, was I playing the demo? Even though, and I haven't really responded yet, but for any of you guys that was wondering, no, I wasn't playing the demo. Though it was actually the full game that I was only able to record part of it because of some weird thing was happening with like my recording of my Ps4 at the time.
Okay, Lieutenant, I'm ready.
Hopefully you'll be able to find a way out of this station.
I'm gonna skip this one. Oh yeah, and by the way, the infinite knife, I do want to say that you can't really like skip Marvin's like scene where he gives you like a knife though with the infinite knife, and you can't really like kind of, how should I say, you can't really open the other door with the infinite knife, so you would still have to go through that cutscene again. Like you can't open this door with the infinite knife, so you would still have to go over to Marvin first in order to get the regular knife.
This is not how I imagined the first day.
Another tip too for you guys, if you're playing on hard mode or standard or whatever mode, easiest thing you can do is you always want to have at least 3 or 2 slots open in your inventory with nothing in it. Because if you do that, that means you have less to worry about if there's like, let's say, a key or something that you need to get to open a certain door in order to progress. And the other thing too that you also want to note is that for any of you guys that want to know which one is better against zombies or for like more harder zombies between a rocket launcher and a minigun, I would say the rocket launcher at best though, because the minigun, like, it's a good weapon, but it takes kind of a little bit longer to even get it ready to shoot. So unless if you're good with like the minigun, or unless if you don't really mind like a few extra seconds to wait to fire it, though, then you can go ahead. but I wouldn't really like using the minigun at all. Not unless if I'm fighting like the type like Mr. X after he mutates. Oh yeah, to get this costume for both Claire and Leon, hold on. I do want to show you that all of Claire and Leon's outfits you have to unlock all of them, so it's for everybody. For any of you guys that want to know if Claire and Leon's original outfits are for the deluxe edition of the game. No, it is not. It's even in the standard edition, but you would have to unlock it. I don't remember how you unlock it, but I do. All I remember is that you do unlock it at some point in the game. But anyway, so another good tip: always pick up these like backpack things, because you do need more storage for most of the items, though. The other thing too that I also want to say.
It's Marvin. I need you back here ASAP.
Are you okay, Marvin?
I've got something to show you. It's important.
Copy that. I'll be right there.
The other thing that I also want to say too is that I would suggest for this area, if you ever go into this area the first time, you want to blow up all the zombies so they can't spawn back. Because if they do spawn back, that's bad. And I also noticed that gunfire attracts Mr. X, so if you're trying to like do this part or go to like the clock tower, you may want to just get rid of the zombies first in this area before you can continue to the clock tower. I mean, like, he still follows you though, like he still monitors this area, kind of like walk through this area, but I'm just saying that it would be less, you run into him less if you basically get rid of all the zombies first before his encounter in that area, because a lot will spawn in that area for some reason, or at least for me it does.
Yes. I knew she'd make it.
You know her?
Yeah. Name's Claire. I came into town with her.
So
Get to that courtyard.
the one thing I also want to say too is that Marvin
I'm on it.
from the remake and Marvin from the original, like that, how they die is still basically the same, but I don't know. I don't remember Marvin in the original like sitting kind of right there on that chair thing, or on that couch. Nor do I even remember if there was even like a couch there to begin with. I don't know. Like I said, it's been a long time since I played the original. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna make it to where I show you Mr. X and how useful the rocket launcher is. So just to kind of speed this up a little, I'm skipping a few cutscenes.
Marvin, I've got a situation here.
And for anybody that wonders what the second scenario is,
Marvin.
it's basically the second scenario. You're basically doing everything that Claire does or Leon does does depending on which campaign or depending on which character you decide to do does in the first scenario. Though, like, kind of opposite whenever you're not playing that said character. The only difference between the second and the first scenario is that other than like the ways that you go through the story, the only thing that is similar is the only thing that is like kind of truly different or truly is that's truly different is the important items. Like the one I just picked up just now is the important items locations, and also the officer's notebook or Elliot's notebook that you pick up will be all torn and bloody, so you won't be able to see. Wait, do I? Hold on. Oh wait, I have to go back down the.
Shit!
I am missing things. Oh, that's what I forgot. Oh boy. I'm already forgetting of what I had to do on that hallway. I mean, like, I played this game like probably like 3 or 4 times in both scenarios, and I'm already forgetting what I had to do or what I had to get. Yeah, to blow something up, so I probably should have boarded that window, but whatever.
Son of a bitch. Fuck!
Oh yeah, the rocket launcher also does really well against the lickers. I kind of forgot to tell you that. The other thing too that you may want to do is open up this area. For anybody that wants pointers and helps, like if they're new to the game. Trust me, you want to pick up a few good items. And through this door.
Shit.
Rocket launcher for the win. I don't remember if, like, any of the zombies that if I don't kill them though, that if they turn into lickers. I meant, like, I know in the lore that the regular zombies turns into like crimson heads and then into lickers, because I've played the very first Resident Evil game, and which is Resident Evil 0 and 1. So I remember in the lore that they turn into lickers from the very first game, but I don't know if they turn into lickers, like have a transformation, turn into liquor straight up. How was I still don't know how that liquor's still alive though. Alright. So I need to discard this and get the battery. Then combine. For any of you guys that wonders why I'm not attempting to get like the lightning hawk gun, there's one reason for that. Mostly because I'm not really aiming to get the lightning hawk gun. I'm basically kind of rushing this so I can show you to the nemesis. Well, not nemesis, but Mr. X. Sorry, I was thinking of Resident Evil 3 for a second. Now, for any of you guys that want to know how to solve this puzzle, it's really simple. Just go back to the officer's notebook, and considering this is a unicorn statue, you want to kind of take a look. So, I know this one is a scorpion, and there we go. So now we got one out of the three, like, one out of the three statue things. So now let's get to the lion head, and we already got the C4 for the other. Let's see if I remember correctly. I think it was an arrow. Yep. We're not gonna get the third statue just yet. Not until like we kind of before I can continue, you do want to have a lot of game saves though, because if you don't, you be stuck having to do certain missions all over again. Like for example, and when I first played this game, I first made that mistake though, because I was playing Claire's campaign at a certain point when I first started, because I started off with Claire's first, and I remember that I keep on forgetting to save my game multiple times though. So much to the point where it's kind of because I was facing against like kind of William Birkin in his third form, and I kind of keep on dying multiple times though, because he keeps on lunging at me, and considering I had like really low health, it keeps on spawning me back with really low health. So always make sure you check everyone.
Oh, what the hell?
I don't really care about like this safe. I don't really care about like these safes though. All I care is like getting to like the next objective. Alright, so before I go on, I need to get I need to place the C4 down. And by the way, you're gonna need a rocket launcher if you don't already have it unlocked for this one, because lickers will spawn though, one of the lickers will spawn with a few zombies, and they're a pain in the ass to even like deal with a pistol if you only have a pistol. So hold on. Oh, it's only 2:16. I'm good. Sorry, I had to check the time though, because okay, so this one is okay, I remember now. Oh, I remember. Or probably I won't be able to show you Mr. X. Probably I'll just end the video with William Buckin. Probably I'll just end the video with William Buckin fighting him and show you how easy it is to fight him with an infinite rocket launcher. Because hold on, let me change costumes. I think, hold on. Yeah, his costumes do, like, for some reason his wounds heal when you change his costumes. Like, the heck? Is he some sort of, like, begin somehow, never mind. I can even say anything. I've been like, I know this is just like something that they added to the game, but still, like somehow his wounds and everything just heals when you change his costume. Yeah.
So it goes underground. Huh. That's it. That's our way out.
Lieutenant Branna! Marvin!
It's time.
Just skipping that. I do want to save this though. It's always good to save your game, and gonna need the infinite knife though for this one. Probably. Well, I don't really need the infinite knife. I just wanna like kind of use it just to have it, just in case. The other thing too that is useful is that you also want to have a lot of green herbs of some sort.
What the?
So now I'm about to show you how easy it is to take him down. Easy. Just fire one rocket launcher at him and he goes down easy. And it's the same thing and it's basically the same thing for if you face him the second time, except that you will have to, when you're fighting William Buckin the second time in his form, though when he mutates into his second form, it will take a few more ammo with the minigun, but you can most likely take him down instantly with a rocket launcher. Though, and then when he reaches his third form, that's or I don't remember how many forms he has though. I remember what his forms looks like from the original, and I know that I remember that they include all his forms in remake. Though, but I don't remember like how many of his forms he has though. Like was it? I think it was like either 4 or 5. Though, because I remember one form he. Oh, I probably it's a good thing I should end this after this cutscene. As you guys probably know, I forgot to save, but whatever.
Damn. Need a key card. You gotta be kidding me. Get off of me!
Hey,
Who is that?
stay sharp. Lower it. FBI.
Sorry. Thank you. For your help.
Surprised you made it this far.
FBI, huh? What's going on here?
Sorry, that information's classified.
Where you going?
Do yourself a favor. Stop asking questions and get the hell out of here.
Wow, what a bitch. Like, I always knew that Ada was
Hey,
kind
I'm not done
of,
talking to
like a you know what, but geez, she's even more of a bitch than she was in any of the other Resident Evil games. So anyway, this is Akira the Nephilim, and I am signing out.